I thought that it was about, like, gigolos. That's literally what I thought that it was about. I don't plan on stopping watching anime, and my first anime crush would definitely have to be Katsuki Bakugo. Hey everyone! Welcome back. We are finally back to the anime reviews. I missed it. I got behind because I was sick, and then I had to film the Tokyo Treat Box video, and so I've watched a lot of animes since I last did an anime review, but today we're going to be talking about Ouran High School Host Club. Now this is an anime that I have known what it was probably since I was in middle school when it came out in like 2006, 2007. I've heard about it, and obviously I didn't try it until I got into anime this last year. And I was a little hesitant because it looked a little much, to put it lightly. And also because for some reason I thought that it was about, like, gigolos. That's literally what I thought that it was about. I thought that they were like having sex for money in it, but then I was pleasantly surprised when I realized that the host club was just, you know, hanging out with women and romancing them, having tea with them, talking to them, just like giving them a good like party host kind of romance experience, maybe helping women practice going on dates, things like that, which seems pretty normal for a rich school full of pretty boys. So I was pleasantly surprised when I realized that. I also was worried that the entire show was going to be the main character Haruhi pretending to be a boy the entire time, which he does pretend to be a boy. She does pretend to be a boy to be in the host club, but after like the end of episode 1, they realize that she's a girl, which is good, because I really didn't want the whole like, oh no, I'm pretending to be a boy thing, like the entire show. That would have gotten very stressful for me, so I'm glad that's not what it was. Okay, if you don't know what Ouran High School Host Club is, it's about this girl named Haruhi who breaks a 8 million yen vase while she's looking for a music room to study in. She happens upon the host club room and breaks a vase that's worth like 8 million yen. And basically they say that Haruhi, who they think is a boy at the time, has to work for the host club and get like 100 like customers or something like that, to pay back for the very fancy vase. And through all this, there's lots of silly scenarios, there's romance. My favorite character in the entire world, Tamaki, has this thing where he's in love with Haruhi, but he can't say anything because the whole school thinks she's a boy. He just doesn't know how to tell her, but he's very possessive of her, not in a creepy way, in a cute way. But anyways, it's a great shoujo, which is a romance anime. I'm very, very bummed though that it was only one season. It only covered 1 year of school, and I think that the manga goes all the way up to like adulthood. I'm reading the manga currently. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. It was so ridiculous that it was entertaining, and it wasn't ridiculous in a stupid way. It was ridiculous in a, this is exactly how I would expect spoiled, rich, pretty boys to act in real life. They were so cute, and I love all the boys, but Tamaki will always be my favorite. I didn't really like, I'd say my one problem with the show is that I didn't super like connect to Haruhi, the main character, that much. She's fine, but she's a little bland for me, and we really didn't get to learn that much about her, at least in the anime. Maybe with the manga I'll change my mind because we'll get to know more about her, but really the reason I like the show was because of the pretty boys, especially Tamaki. That's one of the reasons I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you want to watch the anime, it is on Netflix. Be warned, there's only 1 season. It came out in 2006, so I highly doubt that 14 years later we would get a season 2, but who knows? Anime can surprise you with how long you have to wait in between seasons, I am learning. But until then, if a second season happens, I can read the 18 volumes of the manga, which 18 volumes, whew, that's so little, it's so manageable. I read the first 2 in literally a day, and I'm getting them at the library so that I don't have to pay for them, because even though it's only 18 volumes, that's a lot of books to buy. So I'm very excited. I'll probably do a video once I finish the manga, comparing the manga to the anime, because I've heard that there are some differences. So far, there hasn't really been a lot. There's like a couple of side stories that have been in it that weren't in the show. But so far it seems pretty similar. But I really like it. If you like silly high school romance kind of thing, if you like teen dramas, any of those kind of things, I think you'll really like it. I was, wary, as I said in the beginning, but I ended up falling in love with it and finishing in like 3 days. And the intro is very reminiscent of like an early 2000s like Hilary Duff song, so you get kind of that nostalgic early 2000s feel when you watch it. So if you haven't seen this classic, we'll see you next weekend with a review of Angel Beats, which if you haven't seen Angel Beats, I highly recommend it. It's on my literal top 5 list. It's really, really good. But I will see you next weekend. Bye!